Have you ever heard of somebody who abducts little boys?
Room below's got some horrible smells.
We don't want to go in there.
What are you doing?
Complimentary room service. There is that.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newly Deads. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. This is a half-hour chat show where we discuss a movie that we've watched. If this is not your first time, welcome back. We appreciate you coming and hanging out with us every week. If you're listening to us, this is also a podcast that we upload. But this is a visual show, so we highly recommend that you check us out on our website, which is thenewlydeads.com, for all of your Newly Deads needs. On that site, you'll find information about all of the different places that you can watch the show, and as well as some of the other fun things that we do. Mr. Newly Dead writes a blog post where he does a lot of different kinds of movie reviews, not just the one that we do on this show. He also does unboxing videos that he uploads to the YouTubes. And, all sorts of fun stuff. We also are vending at an event because we are artists. So that is going to be at the Witches Market, which is located in Belvedere, Illinois at the Boone County Fairgrounds. That is put on by Wolf Hollow, and it is on October 4th, and it should be from 2 to 8, I believe, is the time frame. It should say on the graphic, but I'm pretty sure it's from 2 to 8. So you can come visit us, check us out there. You can see all of the art that we create and say hi. Maybe give Joel a hug because he likes hugs. Don't you? He does. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to discuss any of that kind of stuff. We're here because we watched a movie this week and now we're going to talk about it. That movie is on a 12 movie disc set. Good times. And the movie that we watched was Blood Mania. We do have some criteria for these movies. So in order to keep a structure to the show, every single movie that we watch is under $5. It is a horror, thriller, or sci-fi genre movie. And it needs to be a movie that neither of us have ever seen before. Yeah. Neither of us have seen this. This is an older movie, again, called Blood Mania. I'm going to read the synopsis, and then we'll watch the trailer so that way you guys can understand exactly what lovely movie that we watched this week. And so I'm going to start with the synopsis. It's very short because it is a giant list of movies back here, so they only have so much room. Very small font. I'm going to say that's like 2 or 3. Okay. A nightmare of unspeakable terror. This gothic-like horror tale is about a young doctor who's haunted by a questionable past and entrapped in a hopeless present by jealousy, blackmail, and finally, murder. Yep. Good times.
I mean, that's kind of accurate.
A little.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of.
We got thoughts.
We have thoughts.
We always have thoughts.
Yeah. So I'm going to pause the video. We're going to watch a trailer, and then we'll be back to discuss the movie with you guys. But let's see. What should we have the trailer be? Can you have it be some like sort of? This is from 1970, right?
On the dot. Yep.
On the dot. Just something old, like an old car from the 70s, like a big fat hoopty or something.
Okay.
Cadillac. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
A 1970 big car.
1970 big car. Beep, beep.
Chrysler's big car.
Beep, beep.
Keeps honking.
It does. All right, we'll be right back.
Terror that rips the screams right out of your throat. Suspense that traps you in a web of shadows and fear.
I expect $50,000 in 2 weeks.
A treacherous journey inside a nightmare of passion and death. A love affair with horror. Blood Mania, a terrifying film experience that explores the twisted souls of insanity. When there is no reality, there is no such word as evil.
You've been after Craig Cooper for years and he won't give you a tumble.
What makes you so hard to get?
A bargain of the flesh made by an ambitious doctor who sought to escape his own past.
I need 50,000.
I know how to get it.
I give, devise, and bequeath the remainder of my estate to my daughter, Gail Waterman.
Come back! No! No!
Two sisters, blood sisters. One the victim of a love that was a lie. The other tormented by demons of jealousy and hate. Blood Mania.
I don't want the money. I have you.
A suspense shocker in the psycho tradition. An electrifying tale of intrigue, madness, and death. Come prepared for the shocking climax. The last 15 minutes will jolt you right out of your seat.
We're back. I know you missed us. What you got there, Mr. Newly Dead?
Whenever we watch a movie, I take notes digitally, and then I print them out. And then at the end of the year, Mrs. Newly Dead collects them all, puts them into a little flip book on our website, and you can go check those out there. These will be available sometime after the first of the year. And you can currently go check out 2023 and 2024's Flippity books. They are there right now, so you can see kind of what we were thinking about, what goes on behind the scenes, how we take notes, pictures we draw, et cetera, et cetera. It's all there. Get a little behind the music, as it were. Sorry, I keep kicking you. Mrs. Newly Dead this year is also committed to take notes, and so far she has done 100% every single week.
So good. So far, so good.
They're analog and fun. So now I'm going to show her what I did here, and she'll describe
things that I wrote.
Drew.
Booby. Boob.
There's a lot of
It's a
boobs.
ghost. Yeah, he drew a ghost that says boo, and then it's like ... B.
Yep.
And then
I don't know what that is. It's just like a weird face.
it's kind of almost like a robot, but like
Jack Squarington or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, it's cute.
It's different, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I was so engrossed in the film that I couldn't take time to draw. So what do you got?
I did, some hand lettering on the top of Blood
course.
Mania.
In red.
And then I drew oh gosh, what was her name? The main chick.
Facerson.
And
I
then
don't remember her name.
And then that guy.
I'm sorry, I keep kicking you.
The main dude.
Oh.
I drew
the
them.
doctor dude.
Craig. I think it's his name.
Craig?
Yeah.
Craig, Greg, Bleg. I don't know what his name
Craig.
was. something doctory, right? She was a doctor, I think. Is that
He
right?
was a doctor. Yeah, I
Yeah.
drew the doctor and then the girl that was the daughter of the
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
The main
Yeah.
person.
You'll know when you watch the movie. Please don't watch it.
Are you recommending they watch the movie? No. Okay, well let's get into that.
Yeah.
So Blood Mania is from 1970, currently sitting at 4 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. 4 exactly. This is directed by Robert Vincent O'Neill, who did something called The Psycho Lover, which sounds similar to this. Wonder Woman, which is on the shelf. It's not about Wonder Woman. It is about a bunch of female assassins. Angel and Avenging Angel, the original exploitation movie about the girl who's a high schooler by day and a streetwalker by night, and eventually becomes a nighttime avenger of sorts. There's 4 movies in the series. I have the first 3. The 4th one is kind of...
Happens every day.
Right? Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time.
Next we have the writers. There's 3 of them for this film somehow. We have Toby Sacher, S-A-C-H-E-R, I think that's how you say that, who did this, and that's it. Then we have Tony Crechales, C-R-E-C-H-A-L-E-S, Crechales, who did
Guess is as good as mine.
Point of Terror.
Now you're just pointing with terror.
Yep, and then he did House of Terror, because maybe he was pointing at the House of Terror. I don't know.
Maybe.
Impulse, which is a classic kind of drive-in fare. I want to say that that's a movie where William Shatner plays a serial killer. The Attic, which is another one of those drive-in films, and something called Butterflies in Heat, which, like a nature documentary.
It's like Butterfly Kisses, but
Oh, Butterfly something else.
Butterfly something else.
Then we have Peter Carpenter, who wrote Point of Terror and this, and that's it. And they gave up after that. I don't know, or they passed away, or who knows. So this stars Peter Carpenter also.
Yep.
I got thoughts on that later. But he also starred in Point of Terror, which we mentioned. House of Terror. Something called Love Me Like I Do, which sounds very selfish? I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? And Vixen, with an exclamation point. This also stars Maria de Aragon, who's the one you were talking about, who was in Wonder Women.
Oh.
She was one of the assassins. She was in The Cremators, which sounds like a movie we probably will see at some point.
Maybe.
Street Wars, which is kind of like Star Wars, but on a budget. And Star Wars, actually. She played Greedo.
She actually was in Star Wars?
Yep. She was the woman in the Greedo suit.
I don't know what that is.
Greedo was the one that hand shot in the cantina.
Oh.
He's one of my favorite like bounty hunters, but they kind of allude to the fact that it's male, although it's an alien, but it's got it's green and it's got like little bulbousy ear things and like a snoot, and it goes when it talks. But
that was her.
But in the movie it's kind of portrayed as a male or masculine type humanoid, but in the behind the scenes it's a woman because she's wearing high heels, I think, to make her taller. So she was the woman in the Greedo suit. Fun fact, kids. Fun fact. There's a Greedo action figure in our room. A big tall one. It's like 8 or 9 inches tall. It's pretty tall. I love Greedo. Anyway, and then Alex Rocco in a very early film for him, who was in The Godfather. Don't know if you ever heard of that trilogy. 3 The Hard Way. Classic exploitation film. Herbie Goes Bananas, the Disney tentpole movie from back in the day. Return to Horror High, which is another great drive-in movie. He was in Get Shorty. Yep, that Get Shorty. Such a good movie, on the shelf. And That Thing You Do.
Oh.
Tom Hanks' personal favorite.
Yeah.
On the shelf also.
Okay.
All right. So at this point, my wife turns to me and she says,
"What did you think?"
Okay. So first thing I want to mention is that stick around after the credits, because I do take time and energy to put stingers after every episode. So I don't know if they're all the way back to episode 1, but everything for the last, 2 years now has pretty much got stingers at the end. So stick around after that to check that out. Just a little heads up, because I don't know, people are aware of that. So anyway, this had a very far out opening. It was groovy, baby. As I said, it was very, very 70s. Lots of groovy music, lots of kind of think like Napoleon Dynamite style music, but with like freeze framed 70s shots. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Now, as the movie got going, we kept waiting for Blood Mania to happen. After the first 15 minutes, I'm like, I have no idea what's happening in this film.
Yeah. It's very confusing.
And up until the last 9 minutes of the film, there was no blood.
I said, 33 minutes, and I said, no blood, no mania, lots of boobs and sex.
Yep.
Creepy sex.
Yep. There was a lot. This was very much an exploitation type film. So much nudity. It's from the same people kind of over and over again. There was like, I think three women in it that kept getting naked or...
So if you're into that kind of stuff, maybe you will like this movie.
There's a lot of it. And there's butts.
Just don't expect mania or blood.
Nope. There's dude butts too. So if you like
There's
butts.
Dude butts. Almost dude front.
Yep. There's like a little bit of an almost moment, and then
like a hint of ween.
Yep. Just a little whiff of wiener. So, and I even wrote here, all we've seen is boob mania. There's no blood, let alone any mania.
Yep.
She talks about at some point, I wrote, these drugs are confusing. And so I took a minute to figure out what she was talking about. She was talking about amyl nitrate, which when Laura heard it, she said, anal nitrate? Anal
nitrate, yeah.
Amyl nitrate is a vasodilator, back in the day, it was referred to as a popper. It basically had euphoric effects. It was designed for, I want to say, stroke or heart condition or something like that. Like opened up your,
Yeah.
it was a vasodilator.
Well,
so
that's why
opened
they
things
took
up.
it away because she stole them from her dad because her dad had a heart condition.
But they look kind of like if you've ever seen what do you call them, where they get you to wake up,
Smelling salts.
like smelling salt. Yeah, like a little like party popper.
Yeah.
And crack it and then you
I
sniff
think
it.
that's what they probably used.
Maybe
Those things. Yeah.
But yeah, I was curious. I'd heard of it before, but I didn't know exactly what it was.
Silly.
The whole movie is very slow. I don't know that I would classify it as a horror film. There was one scene that was vaguely
We call it a
zombie-esque.
horror film.
Yeah, that's more appropriate. Yeah, there was a scene where the main, her father or whatever, had died, and she saw him briefly, kind of as an undead character.
Yeah.
But even when the blood started happening, I still wouldn't say it was a horror movie.
No.
One of the reviews I read said Blood Mania, more like Peter Carpenter's A Stud Mania.
Oh.
Because he was getting all the ladies.
It was.
Did you think that's why he wrote the film and was
oh.
starred in it?
Like, who's that guy that does that?
Neil Breen?
Yeah. It's like that.
Oh, God. Neil Breen is the master of, I'm going to write a movie and I'm going to be this sexy lead man who gets girls that are
or like
far too young for
Tommy
him.
Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah.
I mean, he had an attractive girlfriend / fiance, whatever. I can't remember what she was now. Lisa in The Room. But in his other films, I don't know. I don't remember if there was any other in the ones I've seen.
It's very slow.
Yes.
Weird, annoying.
Yes.
Story makes no sense.
Yep.
I was kind of laughing because, the story, it's very odd because it starts off as a completely different movie. I felt like it starts off like he's with his girlfriend and they're like, she's like, come take a bath with me. And then he's like, oh, so he gets out of bed and goes to go take a bath. And she's like, scrub my back. And he was like wanting to do it. And she's like, here's your scrubby brush. And he's like, now you do mine. It was just weird. And then he gets interrupted. And that's when that guy,
or somebody at the door.
Well, that's what I think it's somebody at the door. And it's that guy that's trying to blackmail him.
Oh, right.
And I don't remember the whole reason why he was trying to blackmail him. It was very odd. And then he's like, you owe me $50,000 or something like that. Yep. And so he's like, oh man. Well, then he gets called to the house where the rest of the movie goes. And his girlfriend is still trying to help him on the, in a different scene, so she's like, I want to help or whatever. And he's like, well, you can, the bad guy's like, well, you can have sex with me and I'll forgive it all or whatever.
Wipe away the debt.
I'll wipe away the debt. And so she's like, okay. So she he shows her boobs and stuff. And then all of a sudden he kind of pounces on her and she's like, no. So it was very
not good.
No.
Yeah.
Assaulty.
Yeah.
But after they're done, he's like, well, you weren't that good, so I'm not going to give you a 50. I'm not going to wipe down the debt or whatever.
How could you not see that coming? But she was really trying hard to help out her
man. And then she's not on the movie, the rest of the movie. She's literally in the beginning, and then she's in that scene, and then that's it.
Does she not come back at all?
No.
I feel like she popped up somewhere else, but maybe not.
No. Meanwhile, her boyfriend, the doctor, the guy that she's trying to help, is at this house, because he's the doctor of this sick guy.
Her father.
Yep. And Victoria, was that her name or something? I was like, yeah.
You can call it whatever you want. They won't know.
Yeah.
Unless you watch the movie.
No. And then so he I don't know, it came out that he needed that money or needs some money or whatever because this guy's coming after him. And he's like, I'm being blackmailed. And she's like, ooh, I have an idea. I'll kill my dad and take the money. And
Ta-da!
So, yeah. And so did she do the smelling salt thing? I don't remember how she killed him. It was something like that.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah. She gives him an extra dose of something. And then he and then she takes her shirt off while she's looking in the mirror. And then he sits up and he's like, and then dies.
He's got I want to say blood around his mouth or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Why? Why are you taking your top off? I don't understand it.
Because
And she's like
plot?
having sex with the doctor now, and like they're doing these smelling salts, those things you were talking about, poppers. And then he's like just disregarding the fact that his girlfriend's just at home doing whatever. And then so the guy dies, and he's like, well, and he knew that she killed him, and I'm just gonna say the cause of death is stroke.
Yeah, so that she can get away with it, essentially, so she can get the inheritance.
Yep. And then find out, like, they do the will reading super fast. The guy's not even in the grave. And so he's like, well, all the money goes to Gail, her younger sister. And she's this blonde lady with a horrible wig on. And and so she's like, no, like so dramatic. Everything that they say is super slow paced. They're just staring at each other. Gail.
Is that his ex-wife or his sister?
Who?
The woman that you said she looked like she was in a bunch of old 50s TV shows.
Oh, that woman was with Gail, her sister. And I think that was like her friend, because I think that the woman that was the older woman that, whatever, was with her, I think she was attracted to her, because remember she made that comment about how I'm lonely and I like the company of lonely women or something like that.
So she was just there with her?
I think she was just there with her.
Somehow,
oh, she might have been an aunt or something. She did call her, like, I don't know. It was weird.
It was strange. It wasn't
weird.
Well-defined.
No reason. Yeah. And so he ends up like giving Victoria, or whatever we're going to call her, a bunch of like sleeping drugs and stuff because she's hysterical. And then he starts dating Gail while she's passed out in the room, and he's like, keep her locked in here.
Which she does get the house and a stipend of
$250 a week for the rest of her life, but she can never sell the house. Otherwise, it's like null and void. She can't. Yeah.
So she does get something.
Yep.
Which is a place to live and a stipend that, as inflation happens, is eventually going to be pretty much non-existent. It won't even cover the cost of utilities in the house. But at the time, it wasn't bad.
There's so many weird lines in this movie. Like, after he found out that she killed her dad, he like looks at her and he's like, "You're a bitch. Come here, bitch." I know, we could say that. That's fine. Bitch is like a dog.
We'll see.
I said it 3 times. But I wrote it down because it was just so ridiculous. And then I said, so he starts dating Gail, and like they're like, he goes, "I'm just gonna take you to the beach," or whatever. She's like, "I've never been to the beach," or something, like, wasn't it? Like, I've never been to the beach. So he's like, "You're gonna go to the beach with me," and she's wearing like this little like jumper romper onesie like thing or whatever, and she's like frolicking around. He's like picking her up and swinging her. There's like all these weird scenes of them just like gallivanting around the beach and stuff. And then, so I said, "All hail Gail, the queen of wigs and moose knuckle champ of the world," because she was wearing the onesie. You could see she had like she had a front wedge.
Yeah, I forget what we came up with, a band name or something. I forget what it was. Something about moose knuckle.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was an unfortunate clothing choice, which, as you can tell, this was not a great movie. I mean, actual sleeping, like, for us, would have been probably preferred and more entertaining.
And I did not fall asleep. I started at 8:10, and I didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, she was amazed.
Should we tell the ending?
Well, real quick, I want to give you guys the tagline that was on the poster. Because, and then we'll get to the end. Was terror that rips the screams right out of your throat.
No.
There was no terror. There was no screams.
It was very slow. It was sad. I would say more. I would want to scream because I was like going to pull my own hair out because it was just like horrible.
It was more like a drama with a single murder.
Yeah. So like Victoria ends up getting out of the room like that she was locked in, and then she ends up killing her sister. And so like the very end, he's like, "Why would you do this?" And so he like carries the girl off. Meanwhile, Victoria is like a painter, so she painted him with like carrying a skeleton. So like, that's like the premonition of her like killing her sister. And then the very end of it, you see like the bloody sister, because he went and hit her somewhere or something like that. He was going to bury her. And then she's like dead, but standing at the doorway. So she's standing there topless, naked. And then all of a sudden Victoria screams like this blood curdling scream. And then like the person that's dead, Gail, falls, and behind her is the blackmailing guy, and he's like, hello, like basically like he's coming back. And then they just pan to the portrait of that she painted of him carrying the skeleton down the stairs, and it just zooms in on his face, and like it shows his face, and then it zooms into the face of the thing, and that's it. Oh, it's so dumb. Credits. So dumb.
Yeah. Bunch of
So
poop.
so dumb. Dumb and lame. I said, where's the blood?
Where's the mania? Where's anything except the nudity? We had plenty of nudity.
Do you have a final thought?
I do. I said, what kind of drug-fueled poop was that?
And my final thought is, well, that was a waste of time. I'd rather watch paint dry.
We've said that before.
Yeah.
We'll say it again.
This time, it's for reals.
For reals, yo.
So what would you give it out of 5 smelling salts?
So for me, I went with a very whopping -13 out of 5.
I gave it a negative 1970
Ah,
because it was made in 1970.
nice. And I went 13 because obviously 13 is,
It's a good number.
yeah, so.
So that was a piece of poo. I will never watch Blood Mania ever again. I had high hopes.
Yeah, I did too. I love a good 70s,
Yeah, he's all about
horror film, and it just
Yeah.
disappointed on that level.
craptastic. All right.
Craptastic.
I can't blow it up because there's more movies on here. So,
But boy, when you
boo.
can, you're
Woo,
blow
I am
that
going to blow that
heck.
up real good.
Real good, Clark.
All right. What would you recommend?
So, since this movie was a very specific kind of thing, I just went with something that is a good movie that will give you, blood mania and scares, but has nothing to do with anything we watched. So I went with 2018's Hereditary.
What?
That is definitely nothing like, yeah.
But
That's a
after watching this
good
palate
movie,
cleanser,
though.
I mean, that makes that look like, the Citizen Kane of horror films.
Yeah.
And it's, not far
It's
off the
pretty
mark,
close. Yeah. I
um,
love that movie. It's so creepy.
but that's just it.
There are scenes in that movie that will haunt you for the rest of your life. Yeah. Mhm.
Or just a thud.
Or
If you know, you know.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure people who are watching this probably have seen that.
Yep.
If not, get on it. please.
Get on that stuff right now. Right
All right.
now.
So what are we watching next week?
From 2019, unfortunately, we got this at Walmart because I happened to be there and
Oh,
couldn't pass it up to met the criteria, but it looks like,
is there 2 on here?
yep,
Okay.
we're watching the first one.
The top one?
Nope.
The bottom one.
Yep.
Escape room. Find the clues or die. So they're doing the escape room.
Yep, there's a sequel, and they got
That's
pretty good
weird that
reviews.
They've got the sequel on the top and then the
Who
it's
knows?
weird. All right. I'm going to read the synopsis.
Okay.
An intriguing invitation brings 6 strangers together. Initially, they think they have gathered for a highly immersive escape room, but they soon make the sickening discovery that they are pawns in a sadistic game of life and death. Together, they move from one terrifying scenario to the next, as they find clues and solve puzzles. But the players soon learn that exposing their darkest secrets may hold the key to survival. Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, Saw-ish,
It's got decent write-ups, so
Cool.
it's got a decent cast. We'll get into that next week, but
Awesome. I've
There you
never
go.
heard of it, so.
it was in the theaters. Both of them were.
All right, then. Okay, well, that's it for our show today. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and until next week.
Keep it cheap and creepy.
Doesn't mean you should go chasing the dead.
It may be your robot, but it's my house.
I want to get a close look at these sharks.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, I'll be careful.
That's right. We gotta escape from the mummy's tomb. And then they'll see how smart we are. And then we will score. He said left, right?
Right, yeah, that's right, yeah. Right.
Okay.
Huh.
So this is the mummy's tomb.
Well, amazing. It looks just like a bathroom.